All right, another peek behind the scenes in ministry, and maybe things that you don't know or aren't aware of. I just left some guy just a few minutes ago, a fellow that comes and drops off food here at the church, and um, he said that whoever he was working with or getting the food from at the time was asking him where he was going to take the food, and he told him he was taking the food to a local church, and he said, "Oh," he goes, "Well, that pastor's got it made," and I appreciated the fellow who was dropping the food off. He goes, "Wait just a second." He goes, "Before you make an assumption that the pastor's got it made, why don't you call him and volunteer to shadow him for a day, see if he really got it made." And because that's most people's impressions, that church ministry is a piece of cake. We just wake up and pray and sing hymns and think of Bible stories and work on sermons. So this is Friday. So this is a typical Friday in ministry. And yes, we did start our day with a Bible study at 8:30 this morning. Quickly followed by a full day of activities. So I'm going to spin the camera for you real quick here. And so my day today has been filled with changing out lawnmower blades, getting ready, especially here in Florida. I mean, do these look like the hands of a pastor? Look at all the stuff like that. So, so just doing the daily behind the scenes things that you guys need to know is as we get ready for, mowing season. Somebody's got to do that maintenance. And so either there's a volunteer that steps up or, guess who gets to step in and take care of that when the volunteers aren't available or unable. And, especially if you're in a smaller church where you don't have a giant budget for, hiring things out to be done at a local lawn shop or things of that, and quite honestly, even if we were in a large church, I come from more of a, fiscally conservative line where you do as much of it yourself as you can. You don't need to go out and spend money, especially when it's God's money. There's too much ministry to be done. So anyhow, with that said, we have these the lawn mowing and maintenance that we have to do. Looks like I still have a little bit more maintenance to do on this one. I see an oil leak, and that's not good. Got to find out where that's coming from and get on that before it gets any worse than what it is. So something did not get tightened or put back the way it should be. So looks like that's what I get to do next, is get my hands in there and find out where that oil's coming from. But so that's part of what we do, is just get ready for things like that. And mowing season's coming, especially here in Florida. It's a very busy, active mowing season. Other things that we do throughout our day here is on Fridays is a constant time of, receiving of foods and things like that. So we had to go, and an elder and his wife went up and picked up a load of potatoes from a local food outreach source, and they donated these potatoes to us. So they took that under their belt and went and did that. And see what else we got going on. And then, believe it or not, I have a background in the grocery business. Spent a lot of my early years in life in the grocery business, so it's nothing new to me, but was kind of fitting to help us out with what else consumes an enormous part of my day, is working with grocery items in our food pantry. So these have been stocked, some by volunteers earlier today, and then some of this was stocked just a little bit ago by myself. When groceries come in, it's got to be logged in and then stored into the refrigerators and freezers so we can help needy families with it. And, just be good stewards of what God gives us. So, but these were good blessings that came in, and we were able to kind of stock up our refrigerators and freezers and get ready for people's needs on Sunday, handing food out to them. So, it's not all sermons. It's not all Bible studies. It's not all just sitting around, singing hymns together. It's a lot of hard work and especially here in Florida, a lot of sweat. Get the heat and humidity, which is starting to heat up here in Florida lately. So got that going on. And I'm just trying to prepare whoever is, considering going into ministry, that ministry is far, far more than, just a casual walk in the park at a desk. And there's constant things to be done. We have 7 acres, almost 8 acres of property here. And it's a constant, maintenance issue. So last night, before I could do my Bible study and live stream for the night, I heard the alarm going off on our walk-in box, big freezer that we have here for storing all of our frozen and refrigerated items, and the alarm was going off. So again, that's something that falls under something I would take care of excuse me, late at night. And the defrost timer had gotten stuck, and so after, and I'm no expert by any means, but sometimes it's just learning on the fly. But flipped the breaker panel a couple times and adjusted the defrost timer and prayed over it and laid hands on it and asked God to touch it and bless it and get it moving. And right now it seems to be holding pretty good. It's at 17 right now, so it's probably in a defrost at this moment. And I'll wait for it to kick on and start get back to normal. The cooler's at 39, so that's good. So, but these are just constant things that we have to monitor and constantly, just a part of your repertoire or resume of things you need to do. Years ago, I was a facilities manager for a large specialty foods warehouse, and a lot of the things that I learned there, whether it was managing people or machinery or equipment or things of that nature, comes into play on a regular basis around here, with being a part of a very active and yet very conservatively sized church family. So anyway, just a little inside look there for today, another behind the scenes glimpse. And I want to encourage you, if you are, I'm going to flip this around again, if you are considering going into ministry and you feel the call, these are just things you need to be prepared for. Even on the mission field, you're not going to be able to call somebody. They don't have AAA and roadside service and plumbers and electricians. But maybe that's where you're at right now. Maybe you're a plumber, maybe you're an electrician, maybe you're somebody like that, but you feel this call. And God, you know what? God's gifted you with abilities. And maybe you're like, well, I don't feel gifted to preach. Well, the amazing thing about that is neither did I. But that comes through the Holy Ghost working in you and you humbling yourself and submitting yourself to God. And he'll use you. He'll use you in ways you cannot even begin to understand. He'll go beyond your wildest imaginations when it comes to serving him in the kingdom of heaven. And like I say, you never know all the different things about yourself. God has uniquely prepared you for ministry. And anyway, don't be afraid of ministry. Don't feel ill-equipped. God will either equip you or surround you with people who can help you out. And I tell you, I've learned a lot. I have a dear brother here named Jack, and he's it's like another father to me. So but he teaches us and helps us and always is there to guide us and direct us, and and help us. He'll do anything for us any day of the time of the day. And he's an extremely knowledgeable man that God's put in our life biblically, but also in just about every other area that I can think of. When I need something, I can't fix it or I can't figure it out, I go talk to him. And then he's always there. So God will equip you and he'll bring people alongside of you. So anyway, lots of ministry to be done. So there's your little glimpse behind the scenes. God bless y'all. You have a great day.